Welcome, everybody, to the live stream today on NEA Report. It's Stan Morris along with you as we approach 3 p.m. We are under a tornado watch across northeast Arkansas, and that lasts until 8 p.m. tonight. I'm going to be giving you updates on the weather, including what the situation is standing to look like and when we're expecting to see the worst. As a matter of fact, as everybody is just getting set to join us on the stream, I want to give you guys just a quick live look at what the radar situation is looking like. It's this line of storms that's headed from northwest Arkansas to northeast Arkansas that we're expecting to give us the trouble tonight as that unfolds. It's time for us to do NEA Report. Let's start the news right now. Top story tonight is the weather on NEA Report as we're watching severe weather possibilities roll in northeast Arkansas. In fact, if you look to the left of me on the screen right there, you can see what is, let me take the county overlay off of the screen so you can see this a little easier. This line of storms right here that's in northwest Arkansas, it's headed for northeast, and that's what we're expecting to cause the most significant trouble for us tonight. Now, I want to show you this red outline right here. You see this? Obviously, it's pretty hard to miss on the screen. This is where we are, northeast Arkansas, and you can see the storms over here on the left. But headed our way, we're expecting the worst of this to pop up in this giant red bubble that's over here. The areas outlying it are going to see some stuff as well tonight. But to give you a full screen look at that right there, let's look at it as the radar kind of cycles through and gives us a new update. We are under a tornado watch until 8 p.m. tonight across northeast Arkansas. That's not to mention a wind advisory and just a hazardous weather outlook that is out there for us. The Weather Service's damaging winds and large hail are the primary threats tonight, but a few tornadoes are possible. A significant tornado could occur across northeast Arkansas, the Missouri Boot Heel, or northwest Tennessee. That's why, as mentioned, you see the worst of it in that red bubble. That doesn't mean the areas outlying it, which show to be clear, are in the clear. You'll see right here the National Weather Service has the area kind of colored in outside of the red bubble, and that area is representing an enhanced risk tonight. That would be for like Randolph County, Lawrence County, Independence, and Sharp counties. The National Weather Service office out of Memphis covers just to Randolph and Lawrence. We'll be watching for everybody tonight in counties like Sharp and Independence and Stone as well. But it is a possibility tonight, especially between about 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. that we are watching for the possibility for tornadoes to occur. It's thunderstorms and large hail and damaging winds that are going to be the big threats, but as everybody knows that's lived in northeast Arkansas for any amount of time, you got to keep a watch for the very worst, which would be those tornadoes, to say the very least. I want to give you an idea of what the national radar looks like. As you can see across America surrounding Arkansas, you can see that line of storms that stretches quite a ways across 3 states there, and you can see some other areas of rainfall, maybe some severe storms in Texas too. Thankfully not thinking of that, as we've got our own worries right now. I do want to mention one more time here. You can see how the storms are kind of breaking up into those individual cells. I would like to zoom in on that, see if I can get a closer look at that for y'all. The storm breaking up into those individual cells, what that means is that is a greater, just in the simpleton terms, because that's how I speak, that is a greater potential for tornadoes to occur when they're in those individual cells. When it's forming a long line, a connected long line, better chance that we're only going to be dealing with a line of thunderstorms and not individual storm cells that are able to cause wind to circle up and produce the you-know-whats. Let's look at the 5-day forecast, courtesy of New Wave Wireless, home of the $49 iPhone screen repair, but we're still going to be telling you a little bit about what to expect tonight, because we are starting out with what the temperature was looking like today. 75 degrees our high today. Wind gusts 45 miles an hour were what was the Weather Service said that happened and will be continuing to happen across this area this afternoon. We are expecting up to a quarter of an inch of rain this afternoon and tonight. We are expecting severe thunderstorms between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. is the main time, but we are under a tornado watch until 8 p.m. Look at the temperature tonight. Take a look at the disparity. A 40-degree drop from our high today to the low tonight. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Going to be seeing those winds decreasing after midnight tonight. And then tomorrow, a sunny day. How weird is that? High only near 53. And then tomorrow night, areas of frost after 1 a.m. So for those of you out there planting and such, you got to think about that too. Mostly clear, low down to 35. Areas of frost before 9 a.m. Thursday with mostly sunny skies, a high near 62. And then some showers possible Thursday night, but likely Friday. Going to be a rainy Friday for us with a high near 59. The rain continues to be possible Saturday, but mostly cloudy skies are expected. The high is going to be in the 40s on Saturday. That's crazy. It'll warm back up to the 60s by Sunday, it looks like, according to the Weather Service. Now, breezy is an understatement, and overcast skies across Jonesboro with 73 degrees as we are watching for this stuff that's in northwest Arkansas to head our way. And that's probably around 4:35 p.m. that we're going to start seeing that arrive. Found out the big announcement from Arkansas State University today, and the big announcement is that a $10 million donation, the largest and most historic gift of an alumnus to Arkansas State University, was made by the man you're looking at on your screen there. His name, Neil Griffin of Kerrville, Texas. He made that historic donation to his alma mater. It was in recognition of that gift to the academic program the university requested from the Board of Trustees, which was approved, to name the business college the Neil Griffin College of Business. It was approved unanimously earlier today to honor that 1948 alumnus of Arkansas State. The $10 million gift will endow a range of scholarships, professorships, and enhancement funds for the operations of the college. In addition, Griffin has made provisions for a follow-on estate gift that will provide significant future enhancements. Among the individual areas established through the Griffin gift are 3 chairs of professorships, the H.B. Foster Bowden Chair of Accounting, the Neil Griffin Dean of Business, and the Neil Griffin Professor of Entrepreneurship. He was speaking earlier today, and during a very emotional and wonderful speech, and entertaining at times as well, we got to hear a little bit more from Neil Griffin.
And I'm so pleased to be able to give money to Arkansas State to not only help the students, but also to make sure that you have a high-quality faculty that will teach you. So with that, I'm going to conclude my remarks by just saying how proud I am to be an alum. We used to say, "Go Indians," but now I've come around to "Go Red Wolves."
Haley Norris, Realtor. No. Should I make my hair go like this? Whether you need to buy, sell, or lease. Haley, can I use my hands, or is that where are my hands? Where do they go?
Just
Haley.
Just like Haley.
Whether you need my expertise. Haley Norris, Realtor, or even do a commercial lease. Haley Norris, Realtor. Should I say Remax Real Estate Center or no? Is that too salesy?
No, that's good.
My average days on market is just 50 days. You need my expertise, and that means I'm putting more money back in your pocket.
We had a website that we had had for a number of years. It had become unwieldy to navigate. Ace One said, "Give me a little time and I'll come up with something and just see what you think about it." It blew us away. Ace One and his staff have given such close personal attention and outstanding customer service, just as if we were $1 million company. I just can't say enough good things about them.
Brothers Flooring on Highway 67 South in Pocahontas has all your flooring covered. Stop by our showroom Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and see all we have. Carpet with pad and install starting at $16.50 a square yard. Laminate with pad installed starting at just $3.25 a square foot. Every name brand of engineered and solid hardwood from $5 a square foot and up. Waterproof vinyl planks, wood look and tile look, attached cork pack starting at $3.49 a square foot installed. Ceramic and porcelain tile of all sizes and all colors. We build custom tiled showers from the floor up shelves and benches, tub surrounds, kitchen backsplashes like no other. Brothers Flooring, Highway 67 North in Pocahontas. Call today, 870-892-2525.
A story from George Jared at talkbusinessandpolitics.net says that less than 400 of the estimated 330+ thousand agricultural acres in Craighead County have been planted so far this year. That is compared to 18% of the estimated acreage for corn planted in other parts of the state. Rice growers seeding 4% of the acreage in other parts of the state, which is twice what they were at from the previous year. But this is a concern for farmers, especially in our area in Northeast Arkansas, as the county extension agent Brandon Feasey told Talk Business and Politics that number of the less than 400, that would be significantly, that's about 0.1%. Just off the top of my head, the math there is maybe a little bit off, but you can check that out, may not. Corn and rice growers, it said, in other parts of the state making headway, but the thing about Northeast Arkansas, the weather has just been absolutely insane over the last few months. You guys know it. We talk about the weather here every single day, and another wacky forecast today, of course, too. But temperatures going up and down. Frost this week one day and 70-something degree temperatures the other. It's just it's making things wacky. And the colder ground temperatures stunt plant growth, it said. So not just the rain that we've seen, but the temperatures have made an impact across Northeast Arkansas. Great story by Jared. If you want to go check this out, it's at NEA Reports Facebook page. We shared it, but you can always find it at talkbusiness.net. Let's talk about a story of interest now that was shared by our friend, Attorney Mark Reese of Jonesboro. This is from the Washington Post, and it applies to all of us here at home and across the area. It was actually written in 2017, but it is still relevant today. Since 2007, the DEA has taken $3.2 billion in cash from people not charged with a crime, according to this statement and story. It says that the Drug Enforcement Agency takes billions in cash from people never charged with criminal activity, according to a report issued last year by the Justice Department's Inspector General. Since 2007, it said, and keep in mind, this is 1 year old at this point, but it's perhaps now more relevant than ever. It says that the DEA seized more than $4 billion in cash from people suspected of involvement with the drug trade. But 81%, it says, of those seizures, which was $3.2 billion, were conducted administratively. That means no civil or criminal charges were ever brought against the owners of the cash, and no judicial review of the seizures ever occurred. That was mind-blowing to me, but then I noticed the word cash, and the next line, it says that's not even counting the value of things that were seized like assets, right? It's interesting that it says clothing at the end of all those: cars, homes, electronics, and clothing. But I guess there are certain clothing items that could be as expensive, maybe as a car, some cars. But we do know there's a lot more to this story. And again, this happened, this story, it was published last year, but the relevancy of it is still out there, and it was getting a lot of talk on our Facebook page. So we wanted to talk to you about that. If you want to read more, just go to NEA Reports Facebook page. You'll see this story shared from earlier today. Let's take a look now at your New Wave Wireless weather forecast, and also just do another weather update because we're watching this line of thunderstorms, and we know a lot of folks that are out there with us today are going to be specifically wondering what all this over here is going to be doing, or this over here, inverted side. You can see this line of thunderstorms. Let me see if I can pull the mouse pointer up so you can see where I'm pointing at on the screen. See this line of thunderstorms? This is what's going to give us trouble tonight, if anything does, and this is what we're going to be watching the closest. A tornado watch is in effect for most of northeast Arkansas. That's going to last until 8 p.m. tonight. We're expecting the worst of this stuff to come in between really about 4 and 7 p.m. That's the window of time that we're going to see the worst of it all begin to do whatever that it does. I want to show you an enhanced look at the areas that could see the worst of it all tonight. Let me zoom out just a hair, give a better look of it all. You can see this giant red blob on this right side of your screen. That encompasses Jonesboro and Paragould. Just at an edge, actually. That's the area that has the worst stuff possible tonight. The National Weather Service is, I've got, if y'all don't realize it in front of me, I've got an entire line of monitors, and I'm pulling up different information off of it all. So if you ever see me looking back and forth, well, now you know why. Tonight, that's probably going to happen a lot because we are expecting there to potentially be a few dangerous storms coming through. One of the things the National Weather Service had sent out, and I shared it on NEA Report, let's see if I can pull it up, it was the map that showed the areas that have the worst potential for tonight, and they are saying there is a significant tornadic possibility that could take place tonight. So that's something that we're going to be watching very closely in the evening hours. It's these individual cells you can see. They're just like individual red dots that line up over here, and that's the stuff that has the worst danger chances to it for us. That's the stuff that we're going to be watching the closest. We are seeing the greatest chance for damage tonight to be strong winds and large hail. Keep those in mind because we haven't mentioned them a whole lot, but you kind of already know what you can and can't do with those. With the tornadoes, different story, obviously, and thus we want to get you ready for whatever may come our way through that. Okay, I do have that pulled up here now. It looks like I'm going to try my best not to crash all the computers by running 20 things at once, but well, if it happens now, you know why. To be keeping an eye on. So you can see there, I actually cut my mic off when I was showing you all that, but that showed the worst of it in the area of the damage, and you can actually, or the area of the possible tornadoes that could damage the area. I'm going to pull that back up here because my mic cut out when I was doing that. Monitoring 1,000 things at once and being live is a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, but we love it. So here is the stuff. This is the graphic made by the National Weather Service, a severe weather potential created for today, graphic created for today. The worst of it all, you can see, it does include Jonesboro and a little bit to the northeast. You can see Paragould in it too. Moderate risk territory is when we're expecting it. I've even got the mouse pointer on wind. Between 4 and 10 is what they have there. We're going to narrow it down for you, say probably between 4 and 7, maybe 4:30 and 7. You're quite welcome, Benita, in chat, thanking us for the weather update. Appreciate everybody asking us how we're doing. And April, we're having a wonderful day today. We hope you are as well, and we hope that we can keep it that way, especially with this weather stuff that's rolling in. Now, I want to show you guys, I've been kind of coming back and forth between different sources. I want to refresh this and show you guys the latest radar image that we're getting right now. This is the line of storms, and that's headed our way. Once that pops up, we're going to be keeping a close watch. We may even break in if it looks like things are starting to get a little bit crazy, just to give you an idea so that you'll have it in your hand and know what's going on at the very latest. Final tip that I can give you for tonight, and this one is an important one, to say the least. These suckers right here, these cell phones run on power. Charge your phone tonight. There is that thunderstorm possibility, strong winds, damaging hail. That equals the possibility for some power lines to get hit. And if that happens, you want to still be able to keep a close monitor on what's going on in the situation. Thus, charge your phones now. Make sure they're on the charger. Make sure to have some flashlights ready and handy. A NOAA weather radio is awesome. very tremendous asset to have. If you don't have that, we'll do our best to keep you apprised of what's going on. But again, that's weather tonight that we're going to be watching, and we appreciate you for watching us on NEA Report. We will be back as news breaks out this evening. We hope you have a safe evening, and we hope no matter where you're at across NEA that things are calm tonight. Be sure to have your plans in place to get away from possible damage or danger if it could happen in your neighborhood, especially on this map. That's the areas that should most definitely be ready for whatever may take place tonight. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll catch you back here later in just a bit, hopefully without a lot to say.